existing in the world is because one, she doesn't have the courage to kill herself, and two, people don't want to start problems and just throw her out of a room because she's useless to society. So that's the reason why they kind of just linger around for the next 30, 40 years. Like they really just linger. Like nobody really
Yeah,
wants,
yeah,
nobody really
yeah.
cares about them, unless they're, just get horny for a little bit. And then as soon as the horniness is gone, the woman's off to just lingering around. She just lingers, looking for any spare attention.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hit the like button. We about to get started. Everybody hit the like button. The more you like, the more people are coming to the live. Yeah, if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, I'm looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Also in the description is Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs. Or you could do super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor, the king or queen of the stream. Rare Breed, salute. Rare Breed gang, salute. What up, Chuck? Rare Breeds, tap in with me in the live chat. I want to know which one of my family members are with me. Lauren is in the house. Lauren Krause in the house, queen of the stream. The only woman to ever earn a wrench in our live chat. Um, yeah, I guess we can get into the ridiculous nonsense. Thanks for everybody, stopping in. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here with me, and I appreciate it. Let's get into this ridiculous nonsense. I got a feeling I should record this one. I'm already backed up with stuff that I recorded that I need to chop up for the other channel, but I don't know. I got a feeling this one gonna be so good I might need to record it. No. Okay, why not?
Proof podcast. I would introduce me, but it's not necessary. I'm nobody to introduce. But we're gonna start with Ms. Nikki B, and I'll let her introduce herself. The B stands for a plethora of things, right? It could be my fault. I'll let you tell the people who you are, where they can find you, and your wiggle from there.
Well, thank you so much again for having me. I appreciate the invite. My name is Nikki B, also known as Dr. Nikki Burnett. I am the confidence coach, originally from Chicago. I operate in being confident, knowing my self worth, helping women to set boundaries and understand where they are and where they're going.
Okay, let me ask a few questions. So does she have a doctorate in confidence coaching? Is that a thing? Ma'am, what are you a doctor of? What kind of doctor, ma'am? I need answers. Not another one of these fake doctors. I mean, I'm not gonna say she a fake doctor. I can't prove that. Allegedly, she's a fake doctor, but it's giving Dr. Cheyenne Bryant vibes. Where did you go to school, ma'am? Where the did you go to school? I'm not going to you for any doctor services, mental health, medical, whatever the fuck. I'm not going to you as a doctor. I don't know all the things you can get a doctorate in, but I look, I'm not employing you for any services. But let's just get back into it.
earth, helping women to set boundaries and understand where they are and where they're going.
Boundaries
Mm-hmm.
and where they are and where they're going.
Where they are right now and where they're headed.
Okay.
And in order to know where you're going, you got to know where you are now. And I'm speaking in a capacity of mentally.
Okay. Cool. So I got a question for you now. So I don't even got to use this. So when you meet these women, right? Let's just say they have. Do you believe in unrealistic expectations?
Dig a little deeper.
So what
I believe in delusion.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I believe in optimism.
So what I've learned with a lot of women is that their value or standards actively increase as their value goes down. So like you'll notice like and I don't even want to say age because there are some women that are aging like fine wine, right? But
Like me.
the body count. Right.
Let me stop her there. That's not confidence coaching, ma'am. You need some confidence coaching because what you just displayed there is not confidence, it's arrogance and hubris, if you will. I learned that word recently. I'm proud of myself. It's arrogance and hubris. So already before we even got into this good, I already lost some respect for you because that was cringe. Oh yeah, aging like fine wine. You mean women like me? Women have no idea how cringy they are. Yeah. So to keep it on topic with the title, one of the many reasons why women don't deserve good men. I'm sure this video is gonna have plenty of examples of that.
How do you lack so much self-awareness that you don't see how stupid all of this is?
It's like and I don't even want to say age because there are some women that are aging like fine wine, right? But
Like me.
the body count will go up. The body won't be what it used to be. The personality is lackluster, but the older they get, because they feel as though they've learned from their experience, and
Okay. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to run that back. Osiris is turning 32 and his great grandma just passed as well. I don't know what context that was written under, but I'm sorry for your great grandmother passing and congratulations on making it to 32. Let's get back into this.
it's like and I don't even want to say age because there are some women that are aging like fine wine, right? But
Like me.
the body count will go up. The body won't be what it used to be. The personality is lackluster, but the older they get, because they feel as though they've learned from their experience and they want to put their standards here, but the value was here. Like, how do you feel about that?
I feel as though when you get older, you're supposed to get better. Right? So if you're not getting better, you're not doing the work. Because when you have learned from your mistakes, the key is to not do it anymore, right?
For sure.
Right. So when I find women who find themselves just a little confused on what they need to do, next steps, and all of that, that's what I'm here for, to help you kind of redefine your identity, to find yourself and understand what's important. Because I can't do the same things that I did 10 years ago.
Okay.
Prior to this recording, we talked about that. I'm not surrounding myself around the people that's doing the same old thing, expecting a different result.
Okay, So I don't know if she's really answering the question. And I got a feeling we're gonna get a lot of that in this video, her not really answering the question. She said you're supposed to get better with time and age. Well, yeah, men get better with time and age, and women get better with time and age. Well, let's put it like this. Women can get better with time and age in some areas, but in most areas, women get worse with time and age. Looks, fertility, personality, mental health, it usually all declines with age with women. Now, I'm not saying she can't improve with age in some ways. I would hope maturity, but that's usually not the case based on what I've seen. And yeah, I would hope you're not making the same mistakes you were making at 20, at 40. But all this is supposed to be heavily watched over and guided by a man. You're not supposed to just be out in the world doing shit, based on your own leadership.
Around the people that's doing the same old thing, expecting a different result. That's the definition.
Who don't get better, but your standards are higher. What about those people?
This recording, we talked about that. I'm not surrounding myself around the people that's doing the same old thing, expecting a different result. That's the definition.
Who don't get better, but your standards are higher. What about those people?
I can't speak to those people, but the way I can help those people, I can't speak for those people, I should say, because I'm constantly getting better. The way I think, the way I move, I wouldn't be where I am now if I didn't think that way. But for the women that have these unrealistic expectations, they got to do the work. You can't expect, and we talked about this on your YouTube, you can't expect to have a man wine and dine you and you don't take yourself out.
Boy, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look, you don't qualify for a guy whining and dining just because you wine and dine yourself. It makes no sense whatsoever. It makes no sense. Because a 600-pound woman can wine and dine herself. Well, I don't know if she can fit in the chair, but you get what I'm trying to say here. A 600-pound woman with a funky attitude and who smell bad can take herself to fancy restaurants. She may have to get some special seating or something, but she could take herself to a fancy restaurant. That don't mean high value men are now about to come and take her to a fancy restaurant because she took herself to one. So that makes no sense whatsoever. So yes, women with delusional standards have to do the work, internal work. Most don't though. They just stand on it. They stand on business when it comes to their BS and delusion. That's what they usually do. They double and triple down on it. But the work that needs to be done with a lot of these delusional women, it's a lot of mental health work, a lot of therapy, a lot of reflection. It's a lot of work. And the rough part is, even after they do a lot of work and become a lot better, they still won't be good enough for good men. Because there's something called irreversibly damaged.
These unrealistic expectations, they got to do the work. You can't expect, and we talked about this on your YouTube, you can't expect to have a man wine and dine you and you don't take yourself out. Yourself. You can't expect a man to take care of you and you don't know what self-care looks like.
But there's going to be a lot of women who say that a man's job is to come in to lead, a man's job is to come in to teach. So a lot of these women are going to argue to this point that even if I haven't went out, even if no one's ever did anything spectacular for me, the man that God will put in your life will automatically come in there doing it.
And that's unrealistic.
Okay, explain.
It's unrealistic because in order to get something that you've never had, you had to have some expectation. And guess what? If you're not doing these things for yourself, when a man does come in doing these things, he's going to think he owns you. Because, yeah, he is. Because he's going to.
If I'm paying for everything,
Well, ain't nobody owning me. Okay?
I'm just
All right. And I'm just letting you know.
I'm not trying to own you, but go ahead. I'm listening.
I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking to the question.
Speak to the camera.
Okay? But I'm speaking to you and I'm giving you eye contact so you know. All right.
Are you fucking serious, ho? Look like his.
Yeah. So we can already tell she's super masculine and super combative. Now, I'll agree the host is being a little combative himself with how he's asking questions. He's laughing and he's being a fuck nigga. I ain't gonna front. The host is kind of being a fuck nigga about how he's going about it. To me, I think men are direct communicators. Men don't do all this roundabout. I'm trying to be funny. I'm asking kind of rhetorical questions, and it's just it's girly. It really is. And she's trying to fight back, but she's fighting back in a way that's not feminine. Neither one of them are coming across that great, to be frank. But yeah, and I looked you in your eye when I said it too. I'm giving you eye contact. No, I'm talking to you. No, I'm speaking to the question. That's a guy. This is a guy in a woman's body. Point blank, period. This is a woman cosplaying as masculine alpha male. This is a lost woman cosplaying as masculine alpha male.
Ain't nobody owning me.
Well,
Okay.
I'm just
All right. And I'm just letting you know.
I'm not trying to own you, but go ahead. I'm listening.
I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking to the question.
Speak to the camera.
Okay, but I'm speaking to you and I'm giving you eye contact so you know. All right, listen. When it comes to, he loves to push my buttons.
No.
When it comes to knowing your worth, you have to set the tone. In order to have a Birkin, in order to expect a man to buy you a Birkin or have some of the nicer things, and you've never experienced it, you've never done it for yourself, you've never traveled on your own, you've never done any of the things that you want him to do, how can you expect that if you're not doing it for yourself?
Because he's
So far she's only talking about materialistic things and money. As usual, it's all about a man's money. The whole point of a man in your life is getting money and Birkin bags. I want to speak to this real quick. There are a lot of women who boss up to buy their own luxury items so they can attract a man to buy her luxury items. They think if I buy it for myself, when men see me out and about and he see the Birkin, he know this how he gotta come. He know he gotta come with Birkin off jump since he see me with the Birkin on. And it don't work that way. They don't get it. They don't get it. I wouldn't date a woman. I don't think I would date a woman who could afford a Birkin and bought a Birkin. It's just silly. It's just silly. What is a Birkin? How much is a Birkin bag? Let's look it up. Is it 20,000, 20, 40, $60,000 for a Birkin bag? I don't even know how to spell it. Hermes. Okay. So I guess they got low end Birkin bags. $500. Okay, around $10,000 and $12,000. Let's check AI. I don't want to see this woman again. I might not chop this up as a separate episode because I just don't even want to see this woman again. Shout out to Kenny Mac. Shout out to Kenny Mac. Let me just AI it. How much do I have to make a year to be comfortable buying $10,000 designer bags every year? Just off the fact that she talking about Birkins. Just off the fact that she talking about Birkins. Because the host just said something about delusional standards. He didn't say nothing about financial. But you can count on a black woman to bring that up. He didn't say nothing about financial. But you can count on a black woman to bring that up pretty damn quick on a podcast talking about relationships. Yeah, it's prostitute culture for sure.
You In order to expect a man to buy you a Birkin or have some of the nicer things, and you've never experienced it, you've never done it for yourself, you've never traveled on your own, you've never done any of the things that you want him to do, how can you expect that if you're not doing it for yourself?
Because he's a leader. That man's supposed to come in and lead. That's what the women are going to say. He's supposed to come in and show her the.
He does, but I'm a boy mom, first of all. I ain't trying to have my son doing any and everything for a woman who has not been exposed. That is not his job. His job is to lead and to continue. But a woman who has a 5-star mindset, okay, who has had let's go back into not having daddy issues. I have.
Probably ain't gonna be Chulo. See if I can find this real quick. Pardon me for slowing down the stream. We're gonna see if we can find this. All right. Be Chulo Instagram.
I be seeing
Yeah, I don't feel like looking for it. Let me try one more thing.
Welcome back. I'm sad we got ourselves another video. We got ourselves a Game Goldie video. You know, the game god. This brother is finna talk to Papi Chulo. Papi Chulo. You know, the guy that used to hang out with Randy? You know, explicit Randy.
Hey, check this out. You know who it is. You know what it is. The Goldie Hour. Listen, I got a special guest in the building. Mister, send her $500 just because. Hey, introduce yourself to the people.
Come on, man. It's Papi Chulo, man. If you didn't know, man. You hear me, Mr. Send her $1,000 just because.
Oh, we gonna.
Just say this. Fathers who spoil their daughters ruin their daughters. Nothing spoiled is good. Spoiled milk, spoiled kids, spoiled rotten. It's not a positive. So when dads spend all this money and buy all these designer clothes and this how a man supposed to treat you, baby, and we going to Paris and all that, you're just turning your daughter into a materialistic gold digging whore. You're not doing what you think you're doing. I would teach my daughter to find a good man with good morals, good values, good work ethic, etc., etc. It's not about money and materialistics. That's not what a relationship is about, and that's not what building a legacy in a family is about. All this designer shit and all these trips every other week. That's not real life. Let's continue. But why do women think, well, my dad did it for me, so you should step your game up based on what my dad did for me? I'm not your dad, bitch. I'm not your dad. Whatever. Let's continue. 'Cause let me make this clear. Because I remember, let me give him his credit, even though I don't really rock with him. His ego is too huge. Uh, The Business, the guy who does the Business channel. Oh, Jason Black. What is his name? Jason Black? Yeah, Jason Black. He said something about, I don't care what your dad taught you or how your dad program ran. It's time to get on my program. Your father's program is irrelevant once you get your husband. It don't matter how your dad ran his program. This is how I run my program. So leave your dad out of it.
Has a 5-star mindset, okay, who has had let's go back into not having daddy issues. I have been wined and dined by my dad as a kid. So I'm not expecting a man to treat me to $200 dinners, 5-course meals, and I've never experienced it for myself. I don't think that's fair to the man.
So are you saying, I just want to be right, I don't ever want to assume, are you saying that a woman who has not been shown a great time shouldn't be shown one because she hasn't been?
No, I'm saying that she shouldn't go in with these big expectations if she doesn't know how to do it for herself.
And so I heard you mention that.
That's basically what you just said. You said it's not fair to a man to expect him to do. You said it's not fair to a man to expect him to do $200, $500 dates if she never experienced that and she's never been exposed to it. So yes, essentially you're saying a woman shouldn't get $200, $500 dates if she never been exposed to it before him. That's exactly what you just said, dingbat. You said it ain't fair. Oh gosh, this is rough. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Stick with me, folks. What are we looking like? What are the numbers looking like? 15 people watching. Okay, we're looking like on Rumble. 4 people watching. Typical. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna pull something up. I just gotta pull this up.
Today I want to.
I'm RB Central. I'm RB Central. Dudes who get cheated, they found.
I don't like he was stupid for a home. I don't like he was stupid.
We back. I found the clip. Let's watch it.
Yeah, stop playing with her. My baby for her homecoming, man. This is why we ain't doing no 50-50. Right? Come on, that bank account. What that bank account look like? You hear me? Listen, ain't nothing wrong with having a rich father. You hear me? We supposed to always try to get rich for our kids. We go broke for the 24/7. We need to get rich for them so they be able to pull up in homecoming like this.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
You hear me? And then when her birthday actually comes, she actually get to push one of these toys. She get to push one of these to school. Her daily driver. Stop playing with me. Get rich for your kids. That's what we doing over here. You hear me? Get your kids the same way. All these dudes be hating and stuff. Y'all go ahead and get in the car. Let me take you to homecoming. All these dudes be hating it. Understand, man. You wish you could. Just say that. Just say you can learn from me. I got programs and everything, created over 148 millionaires. No need to hate on me and what I'm doing with my daughter. No need to hate on me when I say I'm going to set the standard for my children so they can actually become successful for the rest of their life. And yes, she going to be with a man that actually provides because she got her own. Don't make it seem like she just ain't like that.
I get it.
but then I don't get it. That's where I'm at with it.
He's gonna get his daughter robbed. I think he's putting his daughter more in danger than anything. And then she put a one up when he said, "What's your bank account looking like?" I don't know if that mean 1 million or what, but whatever Pookie she's screwing, he about to flood the hood with narcotics. Why are you putting this on the internet? Pookie and Ray Ray about to be all in that bank account. Pookie and Ray Ray gonna be doing donuts in that car at 2:00 in the morning.
But you gotta realize, me and my boys, we go hard. We got $1 million worth of jewelry on. We got $250,000 worth of cars. We candy paint everything. We like to live a luxurious life.
So, I mean, yeah, this is kind of clown behavior. I mean, is your head really on the swivel at the gas station at night in that type of car? You clearly a walking lick. You look like a walking lick. Hey, who knows? Maybe he in the burbs. I mean, it go down in the burbs too. But yeah. So she's always gonna be comparing. Let's put it like this. Chances are, see, this is that weirdo shit. This is that weird relationship that fathers have with their daughters that's kind of creepy. Like, I don't want nobody replacing me. This is one of those dads that don't want no man replacing him in his daughter's life. That's weirdo shit. No, like I would want my theoretical, hypothetical daughter. I would want a man to come into her life and yeah, take her off my hands and be a good man to her. I don't want to be the man of her life for the rest of her life. I shouldn't be the man of her life for the rest of her life. I would want to pass my daughter off to a good man. But the point I want to make here is, statistically speaking, your daughter's not going to ever be with a millionaire who could do any of these things you're doing. So if anything, you're setting her up to be single. If her standards is, you got to do what my daddy did for me, there's only a 0.001% chance that she's going to be with a man who make as much as you. I'm presuming you're a millionaire. So you're really setting your daughter up for a loss. You're setting her up to be a gold digging whore, and you're setting her up to have unrealistic expectations that are probably going to keep her single. But let's be real, she's taking D now by Pookies and Ray Rays. The dudes who's penetrated your daughter before, they can't do anything that you're doing for her. And actually, they're reaping the benefits of everything you're doing for her. Yeah, he just don't get it. he just doesn't get it. But yeah, let's get back into the original video. Look at me, the $15 live stream goal if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours. Yeah, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs all at the top of the chat. Or super chat, super sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Let's get back into it.
For myself, I don't think that's fair to the man.
So are you saying, I just want to be right, I don't ever want to assume, are you saying that a woman who has not been shown a great time shouldn't be shown one because she hasn't been?
No, I'm saying that she shouldn't go in with these big expectations if she doesn't know how to do it for herself.
And so I heard you mention that your father wined and dined you, so that's why you refuse, I guess, to settle for what, lackluster treatment, because he showed you how you're supposed to be treated?
He did. Even as a young girl, he would say, order whatever you want on his menu. So he set the tone.
But is it not like right, like, because my thing is this, because I hear a lot of women will say, well, my father treated me a certain way, right? And so my rebuttal would be for that is, he's your father. He's supposed to. Maybe I don't find you as interesting or as impressive as your father found you. So like did he prepare you for that part as well?
Well, if you don't find me interesting and you don't think that I'm that girl, I won't be in your presence. It's simple.
Oh, okay. So anybody that looks at you as being regular, that's not that.
Absolutely. This ain't nothing regular. Do I look regular?
Yes, you look very regular. You look like every black woman trying to look like a white woman. Or trying to look like a tranny. I don't know, however you want to look at it. I mean, you look like every 40-plus-year-old black woman on Instagram trying to cosplay as a baddie when you're clearly way past your prime and you should be married already and just off the scene for anything other than business purposes. Yes, you look like every other bitch. You look very regular.
Well, if you don't find me interesting and you don't think that I'm that girl, I won't be in your presence. It's simple.
Oh, okay. So anybody that looks at you as being regular, that's not the type.
Absolutely. This ain't nothing regular. Do I look regular?
I'm just listening. I'm just asking.
I mean, am I missing something here?
No, I'm just
Ain't
asking.
nothing regular smuggler about this.
So what would make you different than any other woman? Like, 'cause you said that you're not regular. Let me cook for a second.
Go
So
ahead,
you
cook.
say that you're not regular, right? You say that you're different. You're a standout. What about you, right? Like, and let's just say I'm a high value man coming into your life. Why would I pick you, or what would make you stand out over the so-called regular girl? What's so different?
What's so different is the way that I think, the way that I move, the things I've been exposed to.
That's what every woman says, though. That's what every woman says. That's not anything special. Every woman think that she think a special way. She been through a special thing that make her a special woman. You know, you got the same weave, the same snuffleupagus lashes, the same 10,000 pounds of makeup on the same type of podcast. But let's continue.
So-called regular girl. What's so different?
What's so different is the way that I think, the way that I move, the things I've been exposed to, the places that I've been, the things I've done. It hasn't been many industries that I haven't led in and made a lot of money in. It's not a lot of things that I haven't been exposed to, from places all over the world to different places in the United States. So I'm not regular. It's not a whole lot more that I can be shown that I haven't seen already. And this is not just coming from my father.
So do you think that your accomplishments make you more attractive?
I think that my accomplishments make me more well-rounded and make me maybe smarter than some women who haven't been exposed to certain things. And I don't want you to get this misconstrued. I don't think that I'm better than anybody, but I'm certainly different and I'm certainly a standout.
So this is
Okay. Yeah. Men aren't really looking for intelligent women. Because men are really looking for a woman to get on his intelligence program. A man is looking for a woman to follow his intelligence. Not that she can't give a piece of advice here and there that may be good, but we're basically looking for you to rely on our intelligence. We want you to be intelligent enough to carry out our program, but we don't need you to be too intelligent to try to, we don't need you to be too intelligent to try to, combat the program. I mean, and that pretty much, look, men want women to use their intelligence to carry out their program. I'll just say that. I'll say that. Whatever assets a woman has, a man wants her to come in and use those assets and positive traits to help push his agenda and to help carry out his agenda better. Anything outside of that, we don't give a fuck about your intelligence.
I want you to get this misconstrued. I don't think that I'm better than anybody, but I'm certainly different and I'm certainly a standout.
So this is my thing. I don't even have an issue with you thinking that you're better than some people, because some people just are. It's just the
Yeah, well, I'm confident I don't have an ego. That's the difference.
Well, everybody has an ego. That's impossible.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna.
This is not true. This is not, doesn't even make sense.
Certain things. And I don't want you to get this misconstrued. I don't think that I'm better than anybody, but I'm certainly different and I'm certainly a standout.
So this is my thing. I don't even have an issue with you thinking that you're better than some people because some people just are. That's just the opinion.
Yeah, well, I don't have. I'm confident. I don't have an ego. That's the difference.
Well, everybody has an ego. It's impossible not to have one of those. And of course you.
I don't
And this is
need-
the thing. Boy, look at me cook. There's nothing wrong with you having an ego. Neither. You can't be Nikki B the boss without an ego. That is an ego. So we can't say that we don't because we do. And I'm here to tell you, you don't have to turn your ego down. If anything, I want to amplify it. I want you to be as big as you're supposed to be. And I only say that because I feel like we live in a society, especially where you're black, where you're talented, that you're taught to make yourself smaller in order to make other people feel big. So if you don't have that, like that delusional self-belief in yourself, that's why a lot of people are stuck exactly where they're at. A part of you has to be batshit crazy about you to get to where you want to go in life anyway. So it's okay to have an ego. Don't apologize for that. Don't.
I'm not going to apologize for anything that I am or I stand for. I just don't like the word ego. I just
Because
don't.
you don't like the word, it means that it doesn't suit you because you don't.
No, I'm going to go with confident. I'm going to go with knowing my worth. I'm going to know with just.
Now, what's your worth?
My worth is, I can't even put a number on it.
You're adorable.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay.
Thank you. I agree.
No, I love it. I love it. I love it. So, damn, I lost track of where I was going with this. So, you're not regular, but you don't have an ego. You think, and you said that.
I don't dumb myself down. I'm 6 feet tall, baby. I'm going to stand out in whatever room I'm in.
Let's talk about this for a second. See, wife material doesn't want to stand out in the room. See, and this is the problem, especially with black women, but really just modern women in general. They want to be in the spotlight. There's nothing feminine about that. Like, to me, wife material cool with just, I'm in the background, I'm in the cut, my man leading, my man is the man in the room. He's like, defer to him. I'm not trying to be all loud in the room. I don't want all the eyes on me in the room. That's a huge black flag deal breaker. If a woman always want to be in the spotlight, she want to be heard, she want to be seen, she want to make the funny joke in the crowd. You know, she all on Instagram. She always want to be in the forefront. It's extremely masculine. Stay the fuck away from women like that. They make horrible wives. Really just horrible people to be around, usually. Right.
And you said that.
I don't dumb myself down. I'm 6 feet tall, baby. I'm going to stand out in whatever room I'm in. So, no, I don't dumb myself down, but I still don't like Mean Girls. Okay? So I think Mean Girls, they have that persona. I think I'm better than others, right? Those are not my type of girls. So I'm not going to size you up just because I have this, that, or the other, or I come looking well put together and you look like you just rolled out the bed. I don't think that I'm better than you. I think that you have better decisions that you should be making because.
Pay attention. Pay attention. The first thing that popped up in her head to say, far as who's better than who, was I'm put together and it looked like you just rolled out of bed. It's all about looks, materialism, and shallow shit with women. It's all about looks, materialism, and shallow shit with women. It's always gonna go back to who look good and who got money when it come to women. They have no fucking depth, most of them. No depth.
You look like you just rolled out the bed. I don't think that I'm better than you. I think that you have better decisions that you should be making because who you show up as, the first impression counts. So I don't lead with ego.
So I have a question for you, right? What do you bring to the table?
I am the table.
Here we go! Here the fuck we go! Here the fuck we go!
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired of hearing I am the table. AKA just bring stuff to me while I give nothing and just be on all fours. and let you use me from time to time. And that's a lot of women's mentality. I just want to exist and have you give me the world and do everything for me. I am the table. I just sit here. Yeah, I just sit here. That's what a lot of women want to do in relationships. Just exist in it. You lucky I'm here and willing to give you pity sex, twice a month.
Who you show up as, the first impression counts. So I don't lead with ego.
So I have a question for you, right? What do you bring to the table?
I am the table.
But once again, what do you bring? Just the table.
I bring value, I bring energy, I bring belief, my presence.
What is that?
My network.
What is that's just so surface level. I want you
it's not
like
surface
level.
level.
So what I'm saying is I don't see it like to the naked eye. So I want you to tell me, what do you bring to the table besides the table?
So I don't like when men.
Price has tables. So
always gonna love me more than I'm ever gonna love you. And if a man wants to be in my life, he needs to spend his every waking hour thinking of ways on how he needs to convince me that he should even be graced by my presence.
Yeah. The reason why it triggers so many women when a man asks what you bring to the table, because they know they don't bring anything to the table. And it reminds them how worthless they really are to a man. And an answer to this. They know they're going to be exposed as being stupid. That's why women can't stand questions in general after 30. Because when they start talking for long and you're not mesmerized by their youthful beauty anymore, you're going to start like getting at them like, why are you saying stupid shit? Like, why do you keep saying stupid things? I need answers. I'm not blinded by youthful beauty anymore. Why do you keep saying dumb shit? Why do you keep saying shit that don't make sense? See, after 30, men start demanding answers from women. At 22, 23, you just let slide. A 22, 23-year-old could say anything. You like, oh, yeah, for real? That's intelligent. It don't matter what Aaliyah said at 22. Whatever she said, it made sense because she looked like that. Or men was gonna act like it made sense because she looked like that. But once men start being able to see wrinkles in your face and stuff, no, we need some solid explanations for things.
Yes.
doing my job.
You know what you're doing. I don't like when men ask, what do you bring to the table? Because
Oh, you're tall. I'm just because I see that. I mean,
come on now.
So you can help.
No, a lot of men can't. We ain't gonna get into that.
Right.
A lot of men can't handle when you're taller than them. A lot of men have the Napoleon complex because they feel inferior because they ain't get the height. I'm sorry that my daddy was 6'6" and my son is 6'5". Listen, we have great genes around here. So
But men don't like tall women, so that's not a flex for a woman. I mean, that would be flex for a man, but you think you're a man, so I get why you would think, yeah, I'm 6 feet. My dad's 6'6". We tall over here. We got good genetics. Men don't like tall women usually. I mean, they'll climb a tree, as they say, but usually men ain't checking for 6 feet women. They're just not. Oh my gosh. You're masculine and 6 feet. That's not making you a more desirable woman. It would make you maybe a more desirable dyke. Maybe you could be the man in a lesbian relationship.
I'm sorry that my daddy was 6'6" and my son is 6'5". Listen, we have great genes around here. So I don't like that question. What do you bring to the table? I am the woman. I make the table. I create life.
No, you don't. You carry life. You carry life.
It
You
can't-
cannot create life. You cannot.
God creates life. God
carry-
creates life,
Listen,
but I
but
birth
you
the
just
life.
said- but hold on, because now you
Can birth?
backslide. Now you're backslide. You
backslide.
said that you create life, and I said you absolutely don't. That's
Listen, God creates life, but I am the carrier, and it ain't gonna happen if I don't bring it to the forefront. Okay.
That's not true. That's not true. They got artificial wombs now. So we don't need worthless bitches like you. We don't have to talk to worthless bitches like you. We just don't need you at all. See, women like this would just be better off just trying to buy a man. Get a guy who broke and just pay for his lifestyle. That's the only way she gonna keep a man around her. And even then, he might say, "Fuck it, I'll go back to being homeless. I can't deal with this bitch no more."
Listen, God creates life, but I am the carrier, and it ain't gonna happen if I don't bring it to the forefront. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But you can't get pregnant. I mean, by yourself, correct?
I mean, artificial insemination.
Yeah, by yourself.
Not by yourself. No. No.
Right questions.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
You like to
What
be
you
right.
bring to the table? Again, we never got an answer.
I bring energy. I bring value. I bring optimism. I bring. No, I'm not stuttering. I'm just trying to get my words so I can get you, so I can make sure that you're clear. No, I'm not part. And I have my ginger ale right here.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, yeah. So again, back to the question at hand.
Table and it triggers you.
No, because I don't like when men ask that question.
Okay.
Because we're not going to get into the money. That's why.
I'm gonna call a woman to ask you. Maybe it'll go. Woman.
Child, I don't care who you call.
Because I just don't want you to trigger from the. So if a woman asks you, would it be different if a woman says, "Hey, Nikki, what do you bring to the table?"
I don't think we have these conversations.
Okay.
It's always men.
In every job that you go to, that's part of the interview, like what do you bring to the table.
Right.
So.
Well, I work for myself, so I haven't had like interview questions, and I can't even tell.
See, that's a deflection. You know what the fuck he mean though. Like, even if, yeah, I get it. You your own boss. But you know what type of analogy he was making. These bitches is slow. This is why smart men don't sit down and have real conversations like this with women. Because you use an analogy. She like, oh, I wouldn't know about interviews. I'm my own boss. That ain't the fucking point. What a goofball, man.
That's part of the interview, like what do you bring to the table.
Right.
So.
Well, I work for myself, so I haven't had like interview questions, and I can't even tell you. But in that setting, that would be different. So I bring communication. I am a team player. I know how to get things done. I know how to plan, and I know how to execute. So if
Bingo. She knew how to spout that off quick. She gave those answers real quick. She was like, if I was on interview, I'd say boom, 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 boom. Yeah, she know how to do that. But she don't know how to tell a man what she bring to him because she's trash romantically. Maybe she's a great woman in a bunch of other areas, but romantically to a man, trash. You don't find that suspicious that she spouted that off so quick when it come to interview questions? But she been fucking with different dudes since she was 12, but can't tell you what she bring to a dude's life? She didn't fuck with more dudes than she had jobs, but she can spot off that job interview answer real quick. Interesting.
Right.
So.
Well, I work for myself, so I haven't had like interview questions, and I can't even tell you. But in that setting, that would be different. So I bring communication. I am a team player. I know how to get things done. I know how to plan, and I know how to execute. So if you're asking me in that sense from a job perspective, I can answer that. But in a relationship or just a man asking, I can't really answer that because women are everything. Yes, we are. Yes.
What does that mean? What is for credit? I don't know what that means.
Women are everything. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Good.
That's why y'all love us and y'all can't live without us. We are everything.
So this is the gag. Most men are living without y'all now. They're only using y'all for one thing.
Is that it?
Yeah, for some Gucci. That's like.
Okay.
If we may be friends.
Is that what you're using your wife for?
Especially the
No.
high value. I'm married. I'm different.
Exactly.
I'm different. But you also have to understand, and we talked about this, I'm a different breed. But today's society, and I'm married. I'm talking about the men that are not married, 40, 45, 50.
Oh, you speaking of them?
Y'all for some Gucci. For the most part.
They only using them for some Gucci, not me. I ain't in this conversation.
They're using the black women for the Gucci and then going to marry the white girl.
Now, you got a fact there.
So
You got a point there.
what is
Okay.
so now I'm a little confused because we'll get a Nikki B the brand, you know, a woman that is like you said, tall, you are the table, you bring the table, you're accomplished, you're travel, but why are the men like, well, I gotta scoop you up? What's the issue? What's like stopping them from scooping you? And not you, because you might not be single. But like what's stopping these men from dealing with these successful black women? What do you think the issue is?
Okay, well, that's more of a question for a guy. But if I had to give my opinion on why I think that they are not choosing us, are you speaking of women in general or black women?
Successful black women.
Successful black women, I would have to say a lot of us do lead with our accomplishments. And then a lot of us realize after being married or after being in a relationship for so long that we really just don't need y'all. And we only need y'all for sex or a few dollars.
Well, why do you, well, I don't understand. If you're such a boss and you get all this money and you a hustler, why do you need a man for a few dollars? And you could buy your own Birkins and take yourself on trips. Why do you need a man for a few dollars? So her answer, basically, the reason why men aren't hollering at us and picking us up is because men ain't shit. That's it. Always is. That's always the answer. Men aren't picking us because men ain't shit. Men aren't picking us because we don't need men. Man, make it make sense. I mean, maybe partially that is why. Y'all act like y'all don't need men, so we leave y'all alone to yourselves, to your own devices. You don't need us? Okay, we'll leave y'all alone then. She was on the right track. She was like, cause we lead with our accomplishments, and then she realized, oh wait, that's accountability. Can't say that. We don't need men.
Successful black women.
Successful black women, I would have to say a lot of us do lead with our accomplishments. And then a lot of us realize after being married or after being in a relationship for so long that we really just don't need y'all. And we only need y'all for sex or a few dollars every now and again. Like sometimes a man ain't worth nothing but just what you got. Yeah. So, yeah.
So is that the man that you're attracted, or
no?
Because you said that some men just ain't really worth nothing more than what you got. So
yeah, what you can give them.
Right, but is that
what you can give that woman?
There's some spectacular men out there. Is that a safe assumption?
Spectacular men?
Not a word.
I ain't met no spectacular men. I've met some good men. I've met a few good men.
Why you ain't with one of them few good men? If you met a few good men, then why you ain't with one of them? Because you not one of the few good women. If you met but he ain't gonna ask that. But that's what I would have asked. But see, I would never just have a conversation with I would never have a conversation like this with a woman like this because it just hurt too bad. I'm gonna expose truths that hurt too bad, and she gonna poke me in the eyeball with one of those nails or try to fight me. Or next thing you know, she be told, I'm gonna get somebody to show up to the podcast and fuck you up. It always goes there. That's why most black women aren't even worth talking to or looking at.
What you got? Yeah. So, yeah.
So is that the man that you're attracted, or
no?
Because you said that some men just ain't really worth nothing more than what you got. So
yeah, what you can give them.
Right, but is that
what you can give that woman?
There's some spectacular men out there. Is that a safe assumption?
Spectacular men?
Not a word.
I ain't met no spectacular men. I've met some good men. I've met a few good men. I've met some men that's well-to-do, that respects women, that honors women.
It's not a coinky dink. It's not a coinky dink that the first thing she said was well to do. And now she's trying to backtrack. It's always going to go back to money, but then after they think about what they just said, I keep talking about money. Let me throw in character in there just so it don't sound as bad. So she associate I met some good men with he's well to do. Unless I'm misunderstanding well to do. I always thought that was like mean you got money. Oh, I just looked it up. It do mean you got money. Yeah, she said, "Yeah, I met a few good men. I met a few good men. Good man equal he got a lot of money to women like this." See, and she has that look of an older woman. Like, I'm not roasting her. We're all gonna look old one day, but she officially looks like a woman who is clearly in her 40s. There is no denying that this is a woman in her 40s, and that's essentially when men kind of stray away because we know the brain is all the way effed up. It's not that she looks terrible. I mean, some of y'all are saying she looks terrible. I don't think she looked terrible. She can definitely get hit by most men, but just the neck and the wrinkles that biologically repels men. They're like, "Oh no, one night stand at best. You don't start a life with this." Men inherently know just based on the neck and the wrinkles, yeah, this isn't something to start a life with. That's what it's signaling to men biologically. This isn't anything to take serious just based off the fact that she clearly looked like she's in her 40s. Let me say this. Let me say this. Men, we have to learn to cope with the harsh realities of life early. We get hit with the harsh realities of life at 10, 12, 15. We learn to cope with it. Many of us do learn to cope with it, and then we move on with life. And there's actually a possibility for us to be content and happy after we accepted the harsh realities of life. Women don't start getting hit with the harsh realities of life till 30, 35, 40, and they never accept it. They rarely accept it. They spend the rest of their lives miserable trying to cope with the harsh realities of life. And let me explain that real quick. Yeah. It's kind of like if you spent the first 30 years of your life homeless and you've accepted that, like you accepted being homeless for 30 years, like you became at peace with being homeless for 30 years. It's all uphill from there for the rest of your life. If you found peace being homeless, even if you end up 60 with an apartment and a bummy car, you feel great because you found peace at the bottom. That's men. That's the analogy of men. We found peace being the loser. So anything above being a loser for the rest of our life, we content with it. Women started off as a celebrity that loses the celebrity. And that celebrity is forever mourning, when they used to be a celebrity for the rest of their lives. You see the difference? You see why it's so hard for women to cope when they lose their celebrity status of being youthful and, pretty or whatever? They get to experience that for 15 years and then they're never going to experience anything like that ever again in their life, no matter what they do. That's depressing. And most women never learn to cope with that. Now, see, the difference with men is we could be losers for 45 years and then figure something out and be successful from 45 to death. There's nothing a woman can do to match the celebrity status she had when she was 21-year-old hottie. Even if she become the queen of England and make $1 trillion, it's never gonna match the dopamine hits of being young and hot. And women spend the rest of their lives depressed about that. See, but the difference is with men, we can always do something pretty much at any age and become the man. And we can become something greater and more recognized than we ever did before. A man could come up with an invention at 80 and be rich and successful and have all this status at 80 when he was a loser his whole life. There's nothing a woman's going to be able to do for the rest of her life that's going to get her the same notoriety as being 21-year-old hottie. So basically what I'm trying to say is women peak essentially in high school and it's all downhill after that and they spend the rest of their lives pissed about it. Men, we spend most of our lives being losers and have to work our way up to something. So there's actually character and substance behind our status and notoriety. To the point where even if we did become a celebrity at 50 and lost it all again at 60, we at peace. Because we had to learn how to be at peace with being a loser for, 30, 40 years before we made it, if that makes sense.
What you got? So
Yeah, what you can give them.
right, but is that
What you can give that
Some
woman.
spectacular men out there? Is that a safe assumption?
Spectacular
Oh, is that
men.
not a word?
I ain't met no spectacular men. I've met some good men. I've met a few good men. I've met some men that's well-to-do, that respects women, that honors women, but I don't know about spectacular.
Do you like men?
Yeah, I'm not gay.
Okay, no, not in that sense, but maybe like a small dislike.
No, I love men. I'm a boy
Are
mom.
you saying?
I am very single and very happily single. It's a difference.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. When niggas fire out you, nigga, shut the fuck up.
I want this. Okay, here you go. Boom, take care of it. I want this. Here you go. Take care of it. Handle that. I want this. All right, boom. It's not, oh my God, you a gold digger.
Nope.
Oh my God,
And-
you keep
and my
asking.
question for you
oh my
is-
God, you're so needy. No, here you go, babe. What you want?
No,
All right,
my-
what else? Da-da-da.
my
That's-
question is this,
That's
very
a queen.
simple.
That's princess treatment. That's
Indeed.
energy.
Guys, Indeed.
That's
I feel
what
you.
guys need to start doing.
Indeed.
Cause y'all not gonna die with that money. Spend that. Yeah, it costs to be a boss.
Okay, I love that meme, that end of it. Yeah, spend that. It costs to be a boss. So anyway, so look, here we go with the I'm happy single. We know you're not happy single when you got to go out of your way to say, yeah, I'm single. But right after that, be like, but just be clear, I'm happy single. Nobody said you weren't. You're insecure about being single. That's why you had to hurry up and say, I'm happy single right after you just said you were single. A woman who's genuinely content with being single, she don't got to qualify it right after she say she's single. She could just be like, yep, I'm single. And just sit there with it in silence. Like, yep, I'm single. And not say anything after that. That's a woman who's confident in her singleness. Not a woman who instantly got to say, yeah, I'm single, but I'm happy single. They got to say that within a millisecond. But I'm happy. Nobody said you wouldn't. Relax. That's how we know you not happy. Because you had to say it so quick.
How spectacular.
Do you like men?
Yeah, I'm not gay.
Okay, no, not in that sense, but maybe like a small dislike.
No, I love men. I'm a boy
Are you
mom.
saying?
I am very single and very happily single. It's a difference between being happily single and being single.
Really?
It is.
That's on me.
Absolutely. So happily single means that you are happy and whole without having a man, right? And I think that I've come to that realization and where I'm at because I have been married for a long part of my life. More than half of my life I was married. So I now see that I don't need a man to complete me. I don't need a man to make me happy because I love myself. I have my own life. I have my own projects and goals, and I don't.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Those are two different aspects of your life. Saying I have a bunch of friends and I got careers and I'll read books, that doesn't fill the void of a romantic partner. So saying how you're fulfilled in all these other 5 areas of your life, it doesn't change the fact that there's a void in that aspect of your life. Having friends and having a romantic partner, completely different things. Having a job and having a partner to come home to, 2 completely different things. They don't offset each other.
Where I'm at because I have been married for a long part of my life. More than half of my life I was married. So I now see that I don't need a man to complete me. I don't need a man to make me happy because I love myself. I have my own life. I have my own projects and goals, and I don't need a man to complete me. So I do like men,
Okay.
but I am not in need of a man. So that's the difference between being happily single. And then you have some women that's single and that's all a man, a man, a man, a man. They feel like they're incomplete if they don't have a man. Or I have some women that I've coached that don't have any kids and they feel like they don't have anything because they
Yeah, they don't. They don't really have anything. Okay, I make money, so what? And then I go home to my empty house. Yeah, I make money, but if I died and was dead in here for a week, nobody would know I was in here dead. Like, yeah, you have nothing. I hate to break it to you, Toots. The purpose that God put you on the planet for is men. So no, you're not complete without a man. You literally was made for a man. You think you was put on the earth to make millions of dollars just for it to what sit in probate or whatever you call it? When you die, you think that's the purpose of life? Working real hard so you can make a bunch of money and buy a bunch of cheap ass materialistics and then die in a mansion by yourself and nobody gonna mourn you or care that you was even alive? Just to get a bulletin board put up or just to get a notice put up on the bulletin board that, oh yeah, Keisha died. Like that's the purpose of your existence? The fuck out of here. You sound goofy.
Okay.
but I am not in need of a man. So that's the difference between being happily single. And then you have some women that's single and that's all a man, a man, a man, a man. They feel like they're incomplete if they don't have a man. Or I have some women that I've coached that don't have any kids and they feel like they don't have anything because they don't have what they see other women having. So happily, let me finish. Let me cook.
Come on, get your shit off.
So happily single means that you're happy whether you have a man or not.
Mm.
And you're not opposed to having a man because a man would be an addition. But then when you're just single and you're searching, then you become desperate and then you settle.
Mm.
No, see, okay, but no, if you happy single, why even take on a man? Because a man could mess up that happiness. A man could mess up that peace. A man could be a burden on your life. So why not just stay single? Why even entertain a man? If you happy single, I don't want to hear about you dating. I don't want to hear about you went on a date. I don't want to hear about nothing that got to do with a man romantically because you happy single. So just stay happy single. That's what he should have said next. So we should never hear nothing about you dating a guy or talking to a guy or nothing like that because you happy single. Why risk messing up your happiness? Because relationships are a risk. It could go left, it could turn bad, he could start beating you. Why even risk that? Why not just enjoy what you enjoy now as a happily single woman for the next 50 years? Why not do that?
It would be an addition. But then when you're just single and you're searching, then you become desperate and then you settle.
Mm. So you're not searching. You want to kind of like drop in your lap, so to speak.
Absolutely.
But you haven't met many spectacular men.
I haven't.
And so once again, that's where I feel like are these spectacular men just not attracted to you because spectacular men exist?
Well, I feel as though maybe I haven't put myself out there, one, and then two, I'm a lot for a lot of guys.
Really?
Yeah, you even said it.
Not for me. But what would make you a lot?
Well, no. You said no.
What do you mean a lot?
I am a lot. I have very high values. I have. I don't do the BS. I don't do the games. I don't ignore the red flags. And I intimidate a lot of men because of my stature. Like
because you're tall?
Yes.
Because you're 6 foot?
Yes. A lot of men don't.
A lot of men don't like tall women. It's not intimidation. We don't like you. We're not attracted to tall women. Look at her big, goofy, tall, lanky ass over there. I'm cool. When men don't like women, they have to say men are intimidated by me because their ego is so fucking thick. They can't handle it. Their pathetic, weak ego, it just can't handle somebody not liking them. They have to lie to themselves rather than face the fact that somebody on the planet just might not like them. Because if they don't come up with that lie to cope, they'll damn near be on suicide watch. Because they can't cope with somebody just not liking them. Like, look, some people just don't like me, and it's not because they're bad people. Some people just don't like my personality. They don't like what I say. They don't like what I'm into, and I can live with that. And I don't got to come up with this cope that no, they're probably just satanic. That's why they don't like me. No, maybe they just don't like me. They may be fine people, but they just don't like my ass, and that's okay. I don't gotta demonize them to cope with the fact that somebody don't like me. But women do. They can't handle that shit. They can't handle it. They're too weak to be able to handle it. She's too weak to accept the fact most men just don't want a 6-foot woman. So now she got to try to flex it like it's a badge of honor that she's a tall, lanky bitch, a awkward, tall, lanky bitch. Black women flex their disadvantages to feel better about them. They turn them into, yeah, I'm standing on it. Yeah, I'm 6 feet and what? Yeah, I'm mean and disrespectful and what? Period. Who gonna check me?
Because of my statue. Like the
Because you're tall?
Yes.
Because you're 6 foot?
Yes. A lot of men don't.
Men like climbing trees, man. They do. And short men love tall women.
I have intimidated. Truth, I have intimidated men without trying. It ain't even
a height, or is it you?
I think it's my energy. I think it's my opinion. I think it's my confidence. I think it's a lot of that. I think that a lot of men are intimidated by beautiful, successful women who say what they mean and mean what they say. A lot of men want you to shut up, and that ain't never happening over here.
That's why you're gonna stay single. I wish he would just say that. I mean, he ain't trying to be that combative, but I wish he would just say, yeah, and that's why you're gonna stay single, because don't nobody want to hear a woman constantly running off at the mouth and challenging his manhood. So yeah, that's why you're gonna stay single. You ain't never gonna shut up. Cool, well just stay single.
A lot of men are intimidated by beautiful, successful women who say what they mean and mean what they say. A lot of men want you to shut up, and that ain't never happening over here. Yeah. So they want you to be quiet. And I ain't being quiet. Who gonna shut me up?
I would be mad at a man for trying to make you shut up. I wouldn't respect him. So, yeah. So if you have to force a woman to know when to turn, that knob, that's not a woman I would tell any man to be, respectfully.
I agree.
Yeah, I like women that act like women at all times. And I believe that women act like women around men. So if you don't know around me when to turn that masculine shit off or all that lip off, that's on you. I would tell. And I'm pretty sure most high value men, and I hate that term, but even men that are like really established financially and in looks, they not going for that shit. And that's probably why. And not you per se, because it's not an attack, but that's why they'll go get the Beckys. That's why they'll go get the Selenas and all of that. Because not only do they make you not volley with them for who's the most masculine in the household, you don't have to fight for submission. It's not like a tug of war type of thing. Why is it that you can't respect your man to the utmost to know, hey, maybe right now I should go ahead and turn this down a little? Like, why is that an issue?
Well, let's be
you
clear.
silenced before?
Well, let's be clear. First of all, excuse me, and I have to use this. I have to lead with this because being from Chicago, I have a certain demeanor, right? I am rough around the edges, but I am a woman. I know how to be soft. I know how to be in my feminine.
I hope this time will keep going.
No, we're gonna
This is not true. This doesn't even make sense.
There's no such thing. Listen, there's no such thing as being in your feminine. You're either a feminine woman or you're not one. It's not a switch you keep flipping on and off. Nobody wants to do this traditional, or nobody wants to hear about this conditional femininity. You just don't. And let me guess, he got to have that bag for you to turn on the femininity switch. Get the fuck out of here.
It's because being from Chicago, I have a certain demeanor, right? I am rough around the edges, but I am a woman. I know how to be soft. I know how to be in my feminine.
Okay.
But I do have a voice. And sometimes men don't want you having a voice on anything. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So I'm not rah-rah. We just talking as we're talking now. But I do realize that sometimes men don't want you to have any opinion at all. And that would just never work for me. So stay over there with Becky and Joanne.
Okay. And like I said, me personally, I've never ran across a woman that didn't let me thrive in my masculinity.
Because you lead with that. Not every man leads with that.
I've never in life met a woman more masculine than me. I've never in life met a woman that intimidated me. You're a woman, you got titties and an ass. Like I just never, it's like it just never moved me in any way. And I know the ultimate submission is to let a man put his penis inside of you. And so that's when you're at your most vulnerable. And so with that being said, because that's usually the exchange, I don't think that a lot of these men are intimidated. This is what now, if you are
Based off of what I just told you still don't think a lot of men are intimidated.
attracting broke men, then they would probably be intimidated by your status and what you have and what you do. But when you deal with men that are equally yoked, I don't think that they are intimidated by your accomplishments or what you have or who you know, because that's regular for them. That's regular for them. I don't think that it's an intimidation thing. It may be, damn, she's coming in here trying to outman me. Some of these men feel like a lot of black men, I speak for black men, if they feel challenged in their house, it's not something that they want to deal with. They don't want to consistently be challenged.
Well, the key word is equally yoked. It's not a whole lot of equally yoked men out here.
Well, look, I mean, let's just say she's right. Let's say she make 200, 300,000 a year. Yeah, you're right. There's not a lot of black men out here that make 200 and 300,000. We'll get you a white man. Or okay, why can't you attract one of the men who are equally yoked to you? Because I mean, yeah, those 200 and 300,000 black men do exist, and I'm sure you're in the rooms with them, right? Because you politicking with them, and you mingling with them in your spaces where you getting money. So why haven't they swooped you up? I'm sure you're around these men all the time in real estate and all this other shit you do. I'm sure. Why haven't you been able to close the deal? Or a better question is, why did you divorce your husband that you was married to for half your life?
You know, because that's regular for them. That's regular for them. I don't think that it's an intimidation thing. It may be, damn, she's coming in here trying to outman me. Some of these men feel like a lot of black men, I speak for black men, if they feel challenged in their house, it's not something that they want to deal with. They don't want to consistently be challenged.
Well, the key word is equally yoked. It's not a whole lot of equally yoked men out here. You got these 50-50 men out here. You got these men, what you bring to the table. You got these men that's very sassy.
I love this.
Yeah, you got these men who ain't men. So yeah, it ain't a whole lot of equally yoked, nothing going on right now.
So
You was about to cuss. You ain't a real woman. Because you act like a dude. So yeah, you're not a real woman. You act like a man, you disrespectful, you don't know how to be feminine. So yeah, you're not a real woman. They always say what makes a man not a real man, but they never talk about what makes a woman not a real woman. Is there anything that makes a woman not a real woman?
To the table. You got these men that's very sassy.
I love this.
Yeah, you got these men who ain't men. So yeah, it ain't a whole lot of equally yoked, nothing going on right now.
So does 50-50, going 50-50 with a woman, does that make you less of?
Absolutely. I would never, ever in my life 50-50 do what? Excuse me? No way.
Well, what makes you worthy of 100% of the table?
Because I bring 110%. And I ain't speaking of money. I'm speaking of energy. I'm speaking of being that helpmate. I'm speaking of that one that's going to speak life into you, that's going to...
You're not going to speak life into me. You're not going to speak life into me. You're going to argue with me and be combative the way you arguing with him and being combative. You're going to deplete my soul. That's what you're going to do. So let me guess, all your money go to you. All your big money you make, you just get to keep and hoard for yourself. But all my money got to go towards paying all the necessity bills and splurging on you, what you could do for yourself. So I got to go broke paying the bills and splurging on you, and you get to keep your 200,000 to yourself to continue to splurge on you. Get the fuck out of here.
10%. And I ain't speaking of money. I'm speaking of energy. I'm speaking of being that helpmate. I'm speaking of that one that's going to speak life into you, that's going to that's going to hold you down, that's going to encourage you, that's going to work beside you, but I'm not bringing half to the table. I'm not paying half of the bills. I'm not paying half of the bill. Okay? And I don't think a man is a man if he expects that from a woman. You agree with 50-50? You go 50-50 with your wife?
I don't.
Okay.
But I'm also in a
Exactly.
financial position not to. And so we got
Okay, so
hold on, so
exactly.
let me cook for a second. So we got to be real about the economy. We just have to be real about the economy.
Well,
and this is my thing. It's funny to me.
Truth, I gotta jump in.
I've noticed is a lot of women will say, I'm not going 50-50 with a man, but don't have a man paying 10% of their shit right now. So I could never just understand, well, I wouldn't dare, and I wouldn't, you don't have 10% of a man paying anything now. So you wouldn't take half of the help. I don't get it. If I'm over, let me cook. I'll let you cook. I interrupted. It's okay. I know how to lead. So with that being said, right? If I am dealing, we go through this. My thing is this: if my overhead or my bills are $40,000 a month, there's no way that I'm going to sit in front of somebody and say I wouldn't be cool with you coming to give me $20,000 of relief. You're tripping. It sounds good when y'all say it, but when you really get to the meat and potatoes of it, it sounds idiotic. But go ahead, though. I want to hear your point. I'm done.
She know it sound idiotic. I mean, she was shaking her head. Yeah, that's why she got that half smirk. She knows she sounds stupid, and she know he got her. I would never go 50-50, but I'm going 100 now. I wouldn't dare let a man pay half of my bills. I'd rather pay 100 of them by myself. You slow then. You literally a retarded person sitting here. The handler who shouldn't have access to microphones. They just saying because they think it sound bossed up to say I would never go 50-50. No, it sounds remedial. It don't make you sound like more of a boss and more of a gangster. It just make you sound slow. You know why she wanted to hurry up and cut him off? Because he was making too much sense. And the more he talked, the more stupid she gonna look and sound when she get to talking. That's what I gotta cut you off, Truth. Yeah, I'm sure you do.
It sounds good when y'all say it, but when you really get to the meat and potatoes of it, it sounds idiotic. But go ahead, though. I want to hear your point. I'm done.
My apologies for interrupting.
Let me speak. She asked me?
Okay, so when it comes to the whole 50-50 analogy, you said something key. You said the economy. Guess what? If you ain't got no money, you shouldn't be dating, okay?
AKA women are prostitutes. So if you can't pay for my services, you shouldn't be dating. Because a woman's biological nature is to be a prostitute, to open up her legs to get resources and protection. That's in a woman's DNA. That's basically what she's saying if she don't realize it. If you don't got a certain amount of money, you don't deserve our services, our fake femininity, and us cracking our legs a couple times a month. If you ain't got no money, don't date, because women are prostitutes. That's basically what she just said.
At the economy. Guess what? If you ain't got no money, you shouldn't be dating, okay? If you ain't got no money, you shouldn't be trying to court no woman. You shouldn't be texting no woman. You shouldn't be DMing no woman. You shouldn't be doing none of that, okay?
And
Should I say it again?
You come from money?
Family wise, no.
Like, I'm talking like mom and dad.
No, that's what I'm saying. No.
And so your broke dad.
He wasn't broke.
Mom.
He wasn't broke. He was in the military. He did well for himself, but I wouldn't say I come from money. No.
Right. And so you don't think mom ever helped out ever?
So they went together. So we can't use my. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And both my parents are deceased, so we couldn't. Hell no. Absolutely not. My mama didn't play. No. And my mother was single her entire life. And guess what she used to say when she had a boyfriend? Me and my daughter is a package deal. So I had my daddy that took care of me. I had her boyfriends that bought every Jordan, every shoe that came.
She stayed single. She kept having boyfriends that bought you Jordans, but then you'd be like, what happened to Aaron? Oh, I ain't with him no more, baby. Here come Derek. Well, what happened to Derek? Derek gone. He was tripping. Here come Johnny. So that means your mama wasn't ish. So I don't know if you should use her as an example. She failed time after time after time again. There's no argument that if you had 26 boyfriends in your life that you're a good woman romantically.
Her entire life, and guess what she used to say when she had a boyfriend? Me and my daughter is a package deal. So I had my daddy.
She didn't have a boyfriend. She had dudes that was coming over there hitting it, and they might drop $100 here and there off. Or they might drop some Jordans off just to keep hitting it. Those were F buddies. Those weren't boyfriends. Those was drug dealers and scammers and some more crap that, would just drop a couple dollars off from time to time. When they drop something in their drawers, they drop some Jordans off, drop a couple $100 off, and keep it moving. They were never her boyfriends. But you were young, you wouldn't have understood back then. But I could probably explain it to you now.
We couldn't. Hell no, absolutely not. My mama didn't play. No, and my mother was single her entire life. And guess what she used to say when she had a boyfriend? Me and my daughter is a package deal. So I had my daddy that took care of me. I had her boyfriends that bought every Jordan, every shoe that came out. She did not play. Yeah. So I'm sorry.
Was she mountain?
She was. Yeah, I am definitely her child.
She was single for a long time.
She was single. Yeah, she wanted to be single.
Is that so?
She did.
And
she never.
I don't even like. No,
but she never had a desire to be married. She was different.
Really?
She didn't.
Do you have a desire to be married again?
Absolutely. I'm a wife. Don't I look like?
Back to the shallow stuff. I'm a wife. Don't I look like one? Being a wife has nothing to do with looking a certain way. Actually, most wives are not, most wives aren't traditionally attractive. The best wives aren't the biggest baddies. The best wives aren't the sexiest baddies. I would say fives probably make the best wives. So what do you mean? What do I look like a wife? No, you don't. You look like the stereotypical gold digging tramp.
She never.
I don't even like.
No, but she never had a desire to be married. She was different.
Really?
She didn't.
Do you have a desire to be married again?
Absolutely. I'm a wife. Don't I look like? I have values. Yes, I am not just over here linking up and hanging out.
Or are you sexually active, or are you just like?
No, I'm single and celibate.
Really?
Yes, for the single and celibate ladies.
Yeah, that's the same old trick. The same old trick they try to pull when they get 40, 45 and they damaged and jaded and bitter. I'm celibate now, so now you got to marry me to have sex with me. Nobody marrying you. That's the trick they try to pull. They think they can trick a high-value man to marry him by holding sex over his head. I'm pretty sure he can get sex from somewhere else. He's not going to marry you to get some 45-year-old ran-through box. But that's the trick that all these damaged middle-aged women try to pull. I'm celibate now. I got a body count of 30, but now I'm celibate to try to get a man to marry me. It's not going to happen, baby.
Or you just like?
No, I'm single and celibate.
Really?
Yes, for the single and celibate ladies. You know how to please yourself. You're fine with no man humping on you and not bringing nothing to the table. Okay? You're perfectly fine. You ain't missing no orgasm. And if you are, you know how to give it to yourself. And 2 minutes or less.
What about being hell?
I'm okay with that. I don't need none of that. I had it all for 20-some years. I'm good.
That was a whole different situation.
No, it wasn't different. I had all the love. I had the life. I do. I'm saying right now. We speaking in the right now.
You don't want to be held. You don't want companionship.
Not right now.
You can't talk to the dildo.
Not right now. I don't, who said it is though?
Or your fingers. Can you talk to your fingers?
Oh my God.
At the end of the night,
listen.
If your fingers wrap you tight.
I'm such a lady. Okay, I'm just a girl. I don't do all that sex talking. But I am single and celibate. Yes, I am saving myself for that person that is intentional about making me his wife.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Please.
You said that you just mentioned a man bringing something to the table, right? Women know how to please themselves, don't have to deal with a man who don't bring nothing to the table. How come that doesn't trigger you, but when a man asks you what you bring to the table, what triggers you? Aren't we supposed to live in this like non-patriarchal system where everything is even?
Yep.
So what's the difference?
There's no difference. I don't like it.
There's no difference. So basically, I'm a hypocrite. There's no difference, but I still don't like it. So yeah, I'm basically a hypocrite. Deal with it. And I'm standing on business. Yeah, I'm a goofy hypocrite, but deal with it. Standing on it.
Where everything is even.
Yep.
So what's the difference?
There's no difference. I don't like it. So I don't deal with it.
Right. I like your energy, man.
I'm honest.
Well, yeah, for sure.
I'm honest. I'm transparent. And ladies, I am confident. Don't let these men dim you down based off of what they think you should say and how they think you should be. I am never going to fit the mold of nobody. Okay. I am God's creation. He made me the way he made me. And I love it here.
You want to end up single for a very long time. You listen to Nikki B. You understand me?
Yeah.
Listen to Nikki B.
Yep.
Nikki B is the example of cat,
Celibate and
cat lady.
celibate.
No, he cooked her right there. Now he got fed up and just cooked her real quick. Yeah. He finally got fed up and just gave it to her real. If you want to stay single for a long time, listen to Nikki B. She's the epitome of a cat lady. Yeah. He kept it real for a second. He was trying to be somewhat nice, but hey, that's real.
Single. I don't have a cat. I am going to get a dog this year. But ladies, listen.
Boyfriend and baby. It's a combination.
I don't know about that, but that is his opinion.
B is the example of cat,
Celibate and
cat lady.
celibate and single. I don't have a cat. I am going to get a dog this year. But ladies, listen.
Boyfriend and baby. It's a combination.
I don't know about that, but that is his opinion. And guess what, ladies? That's most men's opinion. They think just because you don't have a man, do you know in my comments how many people, but you single though, but you divorced though? By choice. Okay? Now, could I just go out and...
Is it by choice though?
It is.
So the perfect man walk in, you wouldn't date him?
I never said that.
Said you were open to dating.
I am. The right person.
Right. So the
I
right
am
person
saying
has
in
not
this...
came along. So stop saying by choice. The right man is not there.
He has
scared
it.
you would be there.
And I'm okay with that.
Not by choice. It's by
True.
selection.
I am saying in
But
this
it's
season...
not by choice. It's by selection. We got
It's by choice selection. What's the difference? What is the difference?
Because you haven't been selected. You haven't been chosen.
Oh, well, you
The
got a
option
point there.
isn't there. The
You
man
got a
is
point
not
there.
existing.
She got a at least she admitted it. He got a point there. You know what's crazy? She's being more classy than most black women would be in this situation. As combative as she's being, this is probably top tier with black women as far as keeping her cool and trying to keep it classy. Yeah, single by choices, baby. Single by choices. And let's ask ourselves, do we really think that is Truth wife a submissive wife? Like if we follow Truth around for 24 hours, or we had a camera in their home for 7 days, do you think his wife is a quiet, submissive black woman? I highly doubt it. She probably tried to bite her tongue a little bit because he got the bag, but that about it. Because look, I'm gonna be real. I've never met a submissive black woman in my life. I can't give one example of a submissive black woman. I haven't heard about a submissive black woman. I'm starting to question if they exist. Well, I've never heard of any woman who's been submissive for 50, 60 years. Well, I'll take that back. I've heard of a woman who is now in her 70s or 80s, but that's it. But I haven't heard of any woman in their 50s down that is a truly submissive woman and who been submissive for 10, 20, 30 years. Every woman I know who's married is not submissive and aren't particularly respectful to their man. And a lot of these men are actually good men. Well, we know good men get treated the worst by women. I'm going to do that as a title soon. Good men get the least respect. The man who stays with the woman gets the least respect. The man who stick it out through thick and thin with the woman gets the least respect. Pookie, who pumped and dumped her behind a dumpster, he get more respect than the husband get after 10, 15 years of marriage. Ain't that sad? The dude that just used her body in the club bathroom got treated with more respect than the man who been providing and protecting and looking out for you for 10, 15, 20 years. That's women in a nutshell.
It's by select because we got.
It's by choice selection. What's the difference? What is the difference?
Because you haven't been selected.
Oh, well, you got a point there.
The man is not existent because if he was, he'd be here.
And you got a key point there because guess what? I haven't been chosen, and that's the only way that I'm going to be married again because I ain't doing the choosing. I ain't sliding your DM.
Okay.
I ain't asking you, are you single? That's desperate. Absolutely not.
Is it really? That's
In my opinion. It's my opinion.
okay. No, I'm not mad. No,
Men are hunters, ladies.
for food.
Let me tell you something.
For food.
Men are hunters.
Ooh.
My daddy was a hunter. Every woman that he approached him. And let me tell you something that I learned, okay? In my lifetime, I've done a lot of things. One of the things that I learned most, I sold real estate for 17 years in Chicago, but one thing I learned when I was bartending when the market crashed in 2007, I bartended for 7 years. I learned more about people and women in my entire life. Women were so thirsty.
Were you
Nikki,
in 2007?
I was.
Did he let you work?
He let me bartend.
What?
Yeah. He let me.
People let
And guess what? He ain't like it.
Drinks and men.
Because guess what? I took those bar clients and transitioned them into buying homes.
Okay.
And in that season, there were a lot of short sales. A lot of people were losing their homes.
So were you helping with the bills then, or you were just?
I was never helping with the bills, honey.
Oh,
never.
were you doing?
My money was my money.
Oh, okay.
My money was my money. Range Rover, all of the things that I had, and I had to do that to maintain. And I did that not.
Yeah, that's very selfish. Very selfish. I'm gonna hoard all my money and you pay all the bills. So this man let his wife be a bartender. This man let his wife be a bartender. So now I got to question her husband. There's no way in hell if I make a certain amount of money that I'm gonna let my wife go be a bartender around drunk men all night. Or even if we were struggling, I wouldn't let her get that job. That's crazy.
Oh, okay.
My money was my money. Range Rover, all of the things that I had, and I had to do that to maintain. And I did that not to put more on him. But can I cook? Can I finish?
But did you ever help him financially?
Absolutely. There was times where we kind of like, during that
It
time.
sounds so selfish, like to me. Maybe.
Well, I put myself first. So if you want to call it selfish, baby, call a spade a spade. Yeah. But did I make sure that my family was good when times were hard? Did I take care of my mother-in-law? Did I do a lot of things? Did I take care of my stepkids? Did I make sure that we were provided for when I needed to and I had to step up? And that was only because I had a husband? Absolutely. Would I have done it if we were not married? Absolutely not. Let me finish and let me
the
cook.
husband here today, so we got a special guest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, whatever. Anyway. He play all day. I want to finish my point. So I learned a lot.
No, he actually is here. No, go ahead.
I learned
We
a
also in
lot.
contact, can we?
I ain't surprised.
But we're not gonna talk about that.
No, we're not gonna talk about that.
Ex-husband. Yeah. Single and Serene. But yeah, the ex-husband reached out.
Serene, celibate, clean, know her worth, happy, looking good, glowing.
Okay.
Yeah, all that.
The husband felt some type. He had some things to
I'm
say.
sure. I'm sure.
But go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, for real. We could believe that.
Yeah, so they basically saying the husband hit him up and told him what was really going on with her. And he looking like, yeah, he said some interesting things. It's probably all true. That's why she's smiling. Yeah, he said some crazy things about you that was all probably true. But,
We can believe it.
Yeah, he reached out. I told him don't ever contact me, But go ahead though, continue.
As you should. Because why are you reaching out to me?
Well, I don't do gossip. Like that's like bisexual for me. But go ahead. And there's nothing wrong with
I like that.
It was just
Yeah, you're a real one. There ain't too many. Okay, so back to my point. This is what I learned as a bartender for 7 years. And did he let me? Yes. Did he have a problem with it? Yes. Did I care? No. Because my thought.
well, that's why that's why you going to stay single. You don't respect men. Did he let me? Yes. Well, I guess he didn't really let you if he had a problem with it. You going to do what you want to do. And that's not girlfriend material. That's not wife material. She gonna talk about, yes, I'm a wife. Like, absolutely not. Yeah, you're the anti-wife. So her husband didn't want her working at a bar, but she did it anyway. So she can't be protected. Any woman who's not willing to submit to you and listen to your direction, she can't be protected. So she's the type of woman who won't let you be a man. She won't let you be a protector. She'll let you be a provider though. Every woman will let you be a provider. But women don't submit enough to let you be a true protector. Cause him not letting you work at that bar could have protected you and saved your life. You could have got killed at that bar at 2 in the morning. A dude could have waited for you when you got off and killed you, and you failed to let your husband protect you.
Process was, yes, my thought process was, I got to still sell homes, right? How am I going to meet these people without being out every night? So I made it make sense. I was bartending, slinging drinks, giving my card out. Okay. I made a lot of money meeting those people in the bar. But one thing I learned about women is that sending drinks, telling me to find out if they're single, seeing these men leave with their wives, walk in with their side pieces, and see how women settle for less and just didn't think that much of themselves. I learned that in the bar, and it was crazy.
Well, that's their fault. That's their fault. They knew he was married. They still wanted to deal with him. They still wanted to send drinks to him and be like, "Hey, can I mess with you?" That's on them. That's a testament to their poor character. That's a testament to women's poor character. They always want to talk about men are dogs, men ain't shit, y'all ain't shit. And you saw that when you worked at the bar. Look
Settle for less.
at that tattoo on her boobs. That's all we need to know about if a woman got a tattoo on her boobs and you take her serious, hey, you deserve everything you get. Y'all see that tattoo on her chest? Any man who take a woman serious with a tattoo on her chest like that, hey, it is what it is.
Sending drinks, telling me to find out if they're single, seeing these men leave with their wives, walk in with their side pieces, and see how women settle for less and just didn't think that much of themselves. I learned that in the bar, and it was crazy. So, yes, I do think it's a little desperate approaching a man. I don't care how much times have changed. I don't care. Okay? I ain't doing it. And you shouldn't do it either, girl. Please, it don't look good. Trust me.
Okay, so can we talk?
Yeah, I think we're gonna end it there. Uh, we got 44 people watching. Okay. Okay, let's get the donations up. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat and in the description. Cash App pinned to the top of the chat, or did I even put it at the top of the chat? Did I not put it? I'm gonna drop it again. Well, let's see. I'm tired of hearing her mouth. For sure, for sure. Tired of hearing her mouth. How long I been on? It's almost 2 hours. Let me get off here. We'll go over Kendra one of these days. I just don't feel like it. Um, yeah, that was exhausting. I don't have any more bandwidth. So yeah, for all my new watchers, this is my live stream channel. If y'all want to see my regular channel, it's called Dating Dysfunctions. Link should be in the description. Go follow my other channel, Dating Dysfunction, my short form content, my 8 to 10 minute videos. Check out my Patreon, link in the description. You get access to every video I've ever made since. Treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's why. I just play an asshole on the internet. And I have never done life ever. Keep your blood pressure and your blood sugar down to keep the reaper from coming around. And make sure you get your yearly checkup so Satan don't catch up.